We recognize that Director Greg manifested his second to the motion via chat.
Yes, copy that.
Thank you. Sige, let's proceed.
May we also get your approval po to admit other end user representatives, TWG members, and respective bidders for this project po?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
Good morning to all the other end user representative, TWG members, and to our prospective bidders. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the project subscription to Enterprise Knowledge Intelligence Hub solution for the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT. For proper identification, may we request all of the prospective bidders to kindly introduce themselves. Please state the name of the company you are representing, please. Can we start with Mr. Jake Reynolds, please? Jack Reynolds.
Hi. Hello. I'm here to represent Questronics Corporation.
Thank you, sir. We wish to inform all of the prospective bidders and participants that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes and in compliance with the directives the head of procuring entity through the back secretariat. This proceeding is being broadcast live pursuant to Section 38 of RA 12009 and is currently streaming via the DICT's official YouTube channel at Department of ICT Philippines. This is in line with the department's commitment to uphold transparency and public accountability in all procurement processes. Mr. Chair, may we ask your permission po to proceed with the presentation of the press note for this project?
Yes, please proceed.
Thank you po. May we call Ms. Bridget po to present? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Presenting on the screen, the president, the DICT now invites bids for the project subscription to Enterprise Knowledge Intelligence Hub solution for the Department of Information and Communications Technology with a bid reference number DICT-2025-129 with an approved budget for the contract 48,100,000 pesos. For the project details, the invitation to bid for the project was posted on November 28, 2025 on the following: PhilJobs website, the ICT website, the procurement website, and the ICT bulletin board. The invitation to observers for the private conference was sent on December 1, 2025 to the following: Commission and Audit, Chief Information Officers for Foundation Incorporated, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated, and Philippine Computer Society. Prospective bidders who requested to join today's private conference is Questronics Corporation. For the points of discussion, project details, house rules, schedule of activities, instruction to bidders, checklist of technical and financial documents, two envelope system and proper sealing and markings, a data sheet, technical specifications, forms, post-qualification documents, reminders to bidders. For the house rules, everyone is encouraged to make clarifications, identify name and company before raising a question, limit questions to details of the procurement at hand. For the instructions to bidders, corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices, the procuring entity as well as the bidders and suppliers shall observe the highest standard of ethics during the procurement and execution of the contract. they or through an agent shall not engage in fraudulent, collusive, coercive, and obstructive practices defined under RA 12009 or other integrity violations in competing for the project. Conflict of interest. All bidders found to have conflicting interest shall be disqualified to participate in the procurement at hand without prejudice to the imposition of appropriate administrative, civil, and criminal sanctions. All bidding documents shall be accompanied by an omnibus sworn statement of the bidder that it is not related by consanguinity or affinity up to the third level to the whole procurement agent if engaged, the head of the project management office, the end user or implementing unit or any members of the base and awards council, technical working group, and back secretary. The bidder shall also disclose the ultimate beneficial ownership of an entity. Failure to comply shall be a ground for the automatic disqualification of the bid in consonance with Section 59 of the IRR. For the eligible bidders, only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. People foreign of ownership limited to those allowed under the rules may participate in this search. GOCCs may be eligible to participate only if they can establish that they are legally and financially autonomous, they operate under commercial law, and are not attached agencies of the procuring entity. Bidder must have completed within a period of 10 years from the submission of the bid, unless a shorter period is indicated in the invitation to bid (NBS). A single largest completed contract or SLCC that is similar to the procurement project to be bid and whose value must be equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC, adjusted to current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority consumer price indices. The bidder must submit a computation of its net financial contracting capacity or NFCC, which must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid. Subcontracting is not allowed. For the clarification and amendment of bidding documents, requests for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the back secretariat back at dict.gov.ph and back.secretariat at dict.gov.ph. The deadline for the request for clarification is on December 13, 2025 at 4 p.m. Copies of the supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the Flowchart's website, the ICT website, and bulletin board at the ICT lobby. For the language of bids, the eligibility requirements for statements, the bids, and all other documents to be submitted to the bank must be in English. If the eligibility requirements or statements, the bids, and all other documents submitted to the bank are in foreign language other than English, it must be accompanied by translation of the documents in English. For contracting parties to the apostille convention, the document shall be authenticated through an apostille by the competent authority as defined in Section 20.2 of the IRR, except for countries identified by the DFA that will still require legalization or ratification by the relevant embassy or consulate. The documents comprising the bid, the technical and financial components, technical components including the eligibility documents, field job certificate of registration, platinum membership, all pages, statement of the bidder, single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in Section 52.4.1.3 IR of RA 12009 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Any of the following documents must be submitted together with a statement of single largest completed contract, pay and user's acceptance, B official receipt, C sales invoice for the contract, NFCC computation or committed line of credit, statement of all its ongoing procurement, and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be. If applicable, JVA or in the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statements from all potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful. Bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with the ITB Clause 16 and validity period under ITB Clause 15. And also the technical specifications, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, or after sales service for partners if applicable. Omnibus sworn statement and foreign bidders claim eligibility by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights of Filipinos, a certification from the relevant government office in their country stating that the Filipinos are allowed to participate in the government procurement activities for the same item. For the financial documents, bid form which includes the bid price schedules in accordance with ITB Clause 13.1, and if applicable, certificate of domestic reference in accordance with ITB Clause 20. Bid on payment currency, payment of the contract price shall be made in Philippine peso. For the bid price, is a proper form for goods offered from within the Philippines or goods offered from abroad indicating price schedule. For the bid validity, bids shall remain valid for the periods specified in the PDS, which shall not exceed 120 calendar days from the date of the opening of bids. For the bid security, all bids must be accompanied by bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in the PDS. Format and signing of bids, bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the appropriate forms provided in Section 8, Philippine bidding document related forms on or before the deadline specified in ITB Clause 19 in two separate sealed bid envelopes. Forms as mentioned in ITB Clause 17.1 must be completed without any alterations to their format. No substitute form shall be accepted. Each and every page of the bid form, including the price schedule under Section 8, shall be signed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. Failure to do shall be a ground for the rejection of the bid. Any insertions, erasures, or overriding shall be valid only if they are signed or initialed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. For the sealing and marking of bids, with the bid with technical component and financial component. For the technical component, it shall be labeled technical component, original copy, duplicate copy, and triplicate. And for the financial component, labeled original copy, duplicate copy, and triplicate copy. For the proper markings, to Department of Information and Communications Technology, from name of bidder in capital letters, address of bidder in capital letters, and to the project name, subscription to Enterprise Knowledge Intelligence Hub Solution for the Department of Information and Communication Technology, DICT, with bid reference number DICT back-2025-129. In capital letters, indicate the phrase "Do not open before December 23, 2025, 1:30 p.m. For the copies, each bidder shall submit one original and two copies of the required documents. For the deadline for submission of bids, deadline for the submission of bids is on December 23, 2025 at 12 p.m. And for the opening of bids is on December 23, 2025, 1:30 p.m. For the bid evaluation, reminding bidders to kindly break down all the cost of taxes pursuant to Section 61.2.2 IR of RA 12009, to which all bidders shall be required to include the cost of all taxes, such as but not limited to value-added tax, VAT, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties, which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the detailed estimates. Such bids, including said taxes, shall be the basis for bid evaluation and comparison. For the opening and preliminary examination of bids, the manner of opening of the bids for goods shall depend on the award criteria to be adopted. Lowest calculated and responsive bid or LCRB, the MAC shall open the technical and financial proposals on the same day. For the bid data sheet, contracts similar to the project shall be supply, delivery, or use of digital solutions with features such as AI-powered analytics or knowledge management tools for cloud-based data integration using APIs or multi-user dashboards across multi-stakeholder governance. Should have been completed within the last 3 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. The bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. Form of bid security should be bank draft or current or irrevocable letter of credit and surety bond. The amount of 405,000 pesos. For the post-qualification documents, the bidder within 5 calendar days from receipt of notice from the LAC that it submits the LCD shall submit all the eligibility documents supported. Its Philchip certificate of registration, platinum membership, its latest income business tax returns filed for the preceding quarter, which should not be earlier than 2 quarters from the date of submission and receipt of bid, and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the BDS. The forms, schedule of requirements, technical specifications, bid form, price schedule for goods offered from abroad, price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines, bid securing declaration, and omnibus sworn statement. Presented on the screen is the prescribed form, bid form for procurement of goods, price schedule for goods within the Philippines, and price schedule for goods from abroad, and also bid securing declaration form and omnibus sworn statement form. Also presented the schedule of requirements and reminders to bidders. The clock at the DICT lobby using the Philippine Standard Time is the official reference time during submission and receipt of bids. A member of the BAC secretary will be assigned to receive the bid documents at the DICT lobby and shall stamp as received. Bidders are reminded that entry inside the DICT premises is subject to the safety protocol in place, and processing of payment for the bidding documents prior to the submission of the actual bid offer may take time. Presence in the DICT premises does not constitute submission on time, which shall refer to the actual handover of the bid proposal to the authorized personnel of the bank secretariat. Request for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the bank secretariat, bank@dict.gov.ph, and bank.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. Deadline for the request for clarification is on December 13, 2025, 4:00 p.m. Copies of the supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at Philchip's website, the DICT website, and bulletin board at DICT lobby. For the common causes of ineligibility and disqualification, invalid Philchip certification and underlying supporting documents pursuant to Section 20.2.91 IRR of RA 12009, all Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the Philchip's registration certificate, platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update his certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility document shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their Philchip's registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Also, failure to attach the required supporting documents for the statement of single largest completed contract similar to the project to be bid, and failure to include all the mandatory provisions. Submission of unsigned documents, submission of audited financial statement without stamp receipt of the BIR. If an AFS was filed and paid through electronic filing and payment system, there is no need for the stamp receipt. of the BIR. Instead, bidders must submit their proof of AFS submission, such as BIR's email confirmation receipt of returns documents with its filing reference number or transaction. Failure to submit the bid securing declaration in the prescribed format attached in the bidding documents. Also, failure to submit bid securing declaration and omnibus foreign statement without a jurat as required in the form provided in the bidding documents pursuant to the latest rules on notarial practice. And also failure to indicate compliance in the technical specifications and to attach proof of compliance if applicable. For submission of bids through courier service, bidders are reminded that the courier service personnel must submit the bid proposal to a person of the Bank Secretary Division at the office address provided below. Bid submission or proposal left by the courier service personnel of the lobby guard or any other personnel or staff aside from the authorized Bank Secretary personnel will not be considered submitted for purposes of bid opening. The responsibility to ensure that the courier service personnel submits the bid proposal to the authorized Bank Secretariat personnel is the sole responsibility of the prospective bidder. We will also present the e-procurement review guide for the bidders.
Accessing the e-procurement website. Open any web browser and go the https://eprocurement.dict.gov.ph. Click the Sign Up button. Provide a valid email address. Create a password with at least 8 alphanumeric characters, 1 uppercase, a number, and a symbol. Repeat your password for confirmation. Tick the checkbox to agree to the terms and conditions, and click Create Account button. Open the email account that you provided during registration, check your inbox, and verify your account by following the instructions in the email. Click Activate Your Account button. Go back to the e-procurement system and enter your registered email address and password. Click Login button, and you will be redirected to the onboarding page. Input your personal information and click Next button. Input your company information and click Next button. Review the information you provided and click Confirm button. Once onboarded, you will be redirected to the homepage/dashboard. Select the procurement project you wish to participate in by clicking the View Complete Details button. Select the lot you wish to participate and click Participate in Bidding button. A confirmation modal will appear. Review the details, click the Confirm button, and you will be redirected to the payment window. Select your preferred payment method from the list and click Pay Now button. Print and save the receipt as proof of payment and for reference. You may also check your email to view your receipt. Click the Go Back to Merchant button. You will be redirected to the My Transactions page, where a list of your transactions will be displayed.
That's all po from the Bank Secretary, Mr. Chair.
For records purposes po, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our Vice Chairperson, Director Maria Victoria C. Castro. Good morning, ma'am. Mr. Chair, for the technical specifications, as the specifications are already available online, may we ask the prospective bidders if they have gone through the specifications or they wish to, if they wish to engage or to provide a presentation.
Sige, Baxter, can you go ask them one by one, please? Thank you.
Copy po, Mr. Chair. May we ask po Mr. Jack Reynolds if they have gone through the technical specifications online po?
Yes, we've already, I guess, from your site. So we already have a copy of the technical specifications. We just have a few clarifications regarding only one component of the technical specifications.
Copy, sir. May we ask po Mr. Carl Angelo Soriano?
I'm with Albert Jack.
Okay, thank you, sir. How about po Mr. Reginaldo Bernardo?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning po. I'm also from Questronics, so that's correct. We already have the bid documents po with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, since they have gone through all the specifications online, we can now proceed po with the question and answer portion po.
Sige, please.
And may we request the end user po to present and walk through the posted bidding documents in response to the bidder's query, please. Thank you.
Sure. Let me share my screen.
Sir Reynolds, for a while, the end user po shall present the posted bidding documents. Thank you. Mr. Charnel po, you may present.
Okay. Well, thank you.
The floor is now open po for question and answers. Please raise a hand po and state your name and the company you're representing po. Yes po, Mr. Reynolds.
Sure. So good morning. I'm Jack Reynolds. I'm from Questronics. We only have one clarification in page 83. Here in number 18, it says that the service provider must assign the following minimum rules and shall submit a curriculum vitae, certificate of employment. However, in page 87, number 34, it just says that we're supposed to submit only the certifications and the certificate of employment. So the clarification, I guess, would be, do we have to submit multiple copies of the certifications, or the resume should suffice for the following rules?
End user?
For that, we will answer to SBB. Thank you.
Sure.
Any questions po from other prospective bidders?
Any other questions, Papa?
None from my end.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
How about the others po? Any other and may mga queries pa po ba kayo?
Wala na po from my end. I'm Reggie from Questronics. No further questions po. Salamat po.
Thank you.
Since no more questions being raised po, Mr. Chair, can we proceed po to presenting the final reminders po?
Yes, please, let's proceed. Thank you.
Reminders to bidders. Requests for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the back secretariat with the following email address: back@dict.gov.ph and back.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. Deadline for the request for clarification is on December 13, 2025, 4 o'clock p.m. Copies of the supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJobs website, the DICT website, and the DICT bulletin board at the DICT lobby. Again, for the deadline for the request for clarification is on December 13, 2025, 4 o'clock p.m. Mr. Chair, that is all po for the pre-bid conference. We would like to thank our prospective bidders for today. You may visit the DICT's official YouTube channel at Department of ICT Philippines for the copy of this proceeding. That's all po from the side of the back secretariat for this agenda. Thank you po.
Thank you, Backsec. Thank you for joining us, bidders.
Salamat po, sir. Salamat po from Questronics.
Thank you, everyone.
So, other na tayo, Backsec, we are suspending, no?
Yes po. We have the afternoon opening of bids po.
All right, sige. Can I hear a motion to suspend, please?
Motion to suspend po, Mr. Chair.
Any second po?
Second the motion.
Thank you, Masek. With that, we are suspended. See you in the afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much po.